everybody, welcome back to our channel, 12 Stones Outdoor Adventures. I'm Billy. A little over a week ago, we were surprisingly gifted a brand new kayak. What? Yes, a brand new kayak. And I'm going to do a review for you guys today. I guess you could call this the birthday edition. And I'm going to tell you at the end how all this came together, how the 12 Stones guys, cross paddles, and a bunch of friends just decided they wanted to come together and do something special for me for my birthday. And it's very much appreciated. So here it goes. Hope you enjoy the video and stay tuned to the end. This is the Old Town Loon 120. They released the original Loon about 20 years ago, and Old Town continues to tweak the design. And what you have is the ultimate sit-in kayak with the stability and tracking you're looking for in a wreck boat. Old Town Loon 120 has retractable bow and stern carry handles, which I really like. It also has bow and deck bungee for storing your gear on the deck of the kayak. Now check this out. This I really like. You've got a front removable work deck. This is great for those like myself that enjoy creating videos of your adventures. And with this removable work deck, you also have a front sealed dry storage compartment. And also in this dry compartment, you have a USB connection for charging your phone, GoPro, whatever you may want. Up front, you also have space for customization, gear track for mounting cameras, fishing gear, whatever you may want. And you also got a nice water bottle holder on the underside. Now inside the cockpit, the Loon has the support track foot brace system, which is really easy to adjust. You just pull this strap, set it to where you want it, push it back, and it locks into place. You have the ACS2 active comfort system. The seat back has an easy adjustability feature. It's a one-hand operation, which you can do inside the kayak while in the seated position. You just simply pull. And in order to release, you do exactly the opposite. Press the button and just let it slide to your desired position. Now here's another really cool feature that the Loon has, which is the ability to adjust the height of your seat back. You just simply put it to your desired position and retighten the nut. And voila, there you have it. You can set it to a high or low position for comfort. The ACS2 seat also has very plush padding in the seat, and it also has angle adjustment to take the pressure off your knees for long trips out in the water. In my opinion, this is the most comfortable seat available in a sit-inside recreational kayak. And in order to adjust this, you just simply lift. That adjusts your height, and in order to lower it, you simply pull the cord and lower it right back down to your desired position. These are simple one-hand operations. You've also got thigh pads to match the ACS2 seat, so the sides of the kayak won't rub or burn your legs on those hot summer days. Also, right behind your seat, you've got pretty good storage back in here. You've got a lot of space. If you look inside the kayak right here, you've got a sealed bulkhead. This is your dry storage compartment. Behind the bulkhead, you have a watertight click seal hatch, which is the access to your dry storage. And there's plenty of room in there for storing your gear, whether it be for single day trips, overnight kayak camping trips, or whatever. There's plenty of room inside here. There's your sealed bulkhead. And in order to lock this dry storage, you simply press down and it creates a vacuum seal. You just lock it into place, very easy. The Loon has a nice paddle holder here with a locking mechanism so you don't lose your paddle. This kayak retails for right at $1,000. And if you're local and you're interested in purchasing one of these, go visit my buddy Shane over at Rock Outdoors. They're an official Old Town dealer, and he will hook you up. Now let me give you some of the specs on the Old Town Loon 120, and I'm going to tell you how the story about how God blessed me with this awesome kayak. The Old Town Loon is available in 3 different models. The 106, which is the 10.5 feet model, the 120, which is the 12-foot model, and the 126, which measures 12.5 feet. This kayak weighs 54 pounds, so it's a little heavy, but it's still manageable. And it's not bad at all. The Old Town Loon 120, of course, is 12 feet long. It measures 30 inches wide, so it'll be a very stable boat. The cockpit measures 56 inches by 22 inches. So there'll be plenty of room in the cockpit also. And it has a deck height of 15.25 inches. The Old Town Loon 120 also has a weight capacity of 375 pounds, which leaves you plenty of room for gear. Here's how it all went down. We already had an exciting day ahead of us. The 12 Stones crew were getting together for a group hike at Morrow Mountain State Park. As we got closer to our meeting spot, I got the call from Josh that he would be behind, but we were in no hurry. We had the whole day ahead of us. But little did I know that Josh and Aiden had parked at a different location in order to allow everyone to arrive and avoid spoiling the surprise they had all planned. I should have known something when the Cross Paddles gang pulled up, but I still had no clue what was about to go down. Together, my wife and son, the 12 Stones community, Shane, Mitch, Anthony, and Missy from the Cross Paddles crew quickly raised the money to purchase this new Old Town Loon 120, and they were going to surprise me and give it to me the morning of the hike.
I'm on my way down here to Rock Outdoors to see Mr. Shane Dublin. Billy Hagee's birthday is this month, the 23rd. He's the founder, the one that started 12 Stones Outdoor Adventures, and I've been hearing him talk about this kayak down here for a pretty long time, and he's not pulled the trigger on it. And so several of us with the 12 Stones community decided that we were going to put our money together, and we're going to go down here and get this thing. We've got a hike coming up in the morning at Morrow Mountain State Park. Billy knows nothing at all about this, and so I'm going down here to pick it up, and in the morning we're going to surprise him with it. All right, I'm here with Shane Dublin. He's the one that we come to for all of our kayak, camping, everything. He's the man that's fixed us up with this kayak for Billy. What do you think, Shane?
Wait a minute, I ain't gonna do that because I kind of got a feeling Josh is gonna want some views on this video, so I won't sing, mess you up. But Billy, hey man, when Josh called me, wanted to put this thing together, I was excited. I'm glad we could help. Happy birthday. I know you've been looking at them for, well, the last 40 times you've been in here. You stopped and you looked at them, and then when Josh told me, it was kind of funny when Josh called me, he said, yeah, every time he leaves, he calls me and he says, hey, did you get a chance to look at that loon last time he's down there? So guess what? Happy birthday, buddy. You got you a loon. Here from Rock Outdoors, we got you fixed up.
Fellas, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate 12 Stones. I appreciate what God's done. Man, I tell you what, from when this started, from when just a couple of guys from church started getting together, to what it's become now, it's been crazy. I guess you'd agree with that.
Oh yeah.
I think that we can all agree that we've had some good times, but more than anything else, there's been some times that God's become so real to us. When we've been out in the woods, I'm still chasing some of them times. I've had some of the biggest times in the Lord that I've had just out in the middle of the woods.
That's right.
And I thank God for that. I thank you for being obedient to the Lord when God laid it on your heart to do this. And I know there's not a trip that we go on that God hadn't gave you peace about allowing us to go. And I have no doubt that you pray about it all the time and seek God's face on what we ought to do, who ought to do the devotion. I thank God for that. I'm gonna tell y'all fellas, this is something that we ought to keep guard this. God's allowed some people to be added along the way, and that's been a blessing. And I feel like that everybody that's been here and everybody that's a part of this has been God's plan. And you know, God took 12 men and turned the world upside down. That's right. And you know, if we'll all be obedient to the Lord, it's hard telling what God will do with our lives together. But everybody knows about this other than one, and you know, I'm a firm believer that if you'll be faithful to God and serve God, He'll honor that. You know, and God's always met all of our provisions, whether we realize that or not. But every now and then, God will give us something we just want, just because, you know, just because that's a God. And the 12-stone community's grown pretty big, you know that. And here about a week ago, the 12 Stones community got together and decided they want to do something special and be a blessing to somebody that's been a blessing to so many other people. So yesterday, I went and picked this up on behalf of 12 Stones Outdoor Adventures. And happy birthday, founder. You know, sometimes you just got to suffer the consequences of serving God, Billy.
I'm speechless.
I figured you would too.
Man.
Hope you enjoy it.
I don't know what to say. Y'all got me.
Let's break it in.
Tore up.
We appreciate you, brother. It's an honor just to be a part of it.
Y'all didn't have to do that.
God done that for you, buddy.
I hope you enjoyed the full review of the Old Town Loon 120 and the story of this wonderful birthday blessing that God laid it on Josh's heart to give. I just personally want to thank the Lord for salvation. I want to thank Him for His many wonderful blessings He gives us each day. Thank you for my family. I also personally want to thank Josh for his obedience to the Lord and for his time and efforts reaching out to others and for putting this all together. From my heart, I want to thank the 12 Stones community, my buddy Shane over at Rock Outdoors for making this happen, the Cross Paddles crew, and anyone else who may have had a part in this in any way. It's really a blessing that God allowed us to cross paths and cross paddles with wonderful friends like you. This is honestly a wonderful birthday gift that I'll never forget, and I love and appreciate each and every one of you more than you'll ever know. Until the next adventure, have a great day and be blessed.